Hi, I'm Dan Schmitt. I do a weekly television show called Team Chicago Challenge. My website is teamchicago.tv, teamchicago.tv. In 2001, I went out to Portland, Oregon, and we raced a 6-hour national endurance with WERA as part of the WERA National Endurance Series in 2001, and Phil Caudill joined me, and I think we had a pretty good time. We ran a pretty decent race. So let's check out the highlights in the next 10 or 12 minutes, and after the highlights of the endurance, I'm going to show you the highlights of a Buell championship race that they ran at that racetrack with thousands of spectators. And don't forget my website, teamchicago.tv. As the team's getting ready for the 6-hour national endurance, we're looking at the neighbor of the beast, Suzuki. I'm referring to this team as the Sharks. As we see 57, it's Mark Young's team, Team Vesrah, and they are leading at this point of the season. 45 is the Team Chicago R-6. I refer to our team as the Jets, as Phil Caudill gets ready to go. And as the teams line up on the starting line, the countdown has begun. 57, Team Vesrah, number 4. Team Pennzoil, 99, Army of Darkness. Team Chaos and Neighbor of the Beast is in the second row. Team Chicago, we're sitting in the third row center. Phil Caudill is going to start the Team Chicago R6. So we wait. The 1 minute board is up, goes sideways. But his flag man, I don't know if I like his start. And that's the start. The 6-hour National Endurance GMD CompuTrack WERA National Endurance Portland International. Jumping out front, getting a good start. It's like Chris Opie Caylor on the Team Pennzoil, Metzger, Country Boy Trailer, EBC Vanson, Pitbull, 750 Suzuki. Vesrah's running second. Vesrah brakes, Suzuki, Wantana, Nielsen Enterprise, Metzler. So they head through these switchbacks. And now in that back chute. Down the front straightaway. Moving in the lead on that 1,000 Suzuki. It's Mark Young on that Vesrah brakes. Third place. Like motorcycleusa.com on a 750 Suzuki from Portland on the Dunlop shot as Phil Caudill goes by in the Team Chicago R6, 4 and 6 prepared Yamaha dealers. Neighbor the Beast is on the charge. 667 Scott Fisher. 22 J&J Motorsport out of Wisconsin, and at Vesrah, Nielsen, Susco, AirTech, 750 Suzuki. They made a clean charge. And after 1 hour of racing, it is Vesrah Suzuki up front. Second place is Pennzoil. Cox Racing running third. Fourth looks like motorcycleusa.com. Army of Darkness is running sixth. SB Motorsport on that 1,000 is running in 7th place. And now I'm going to go to interview with Phil Caudill. You are the importer of Wintex leathers. So why don't you tell me a story about your involvement with Wintex?
Wintex Leathers and Riding Apparel came on board with MotoHeaven.com Endurance Team last year as our main sponsor. We then parlayed that into becoming their importer for the United States, exclusive importing for the racing products as well as the street products, which are really bred from the racing. So we're doing a lot of product testing, development, putting back into the product and offering better street stuff.
Well, you should mention that they're made in Austria, so this is a European item, and it's a full range of racing leathers, and the street stuff also is some cloth jackets, right?
Textile, leather, street apparel, Again, it is from Europe, so it's got a very high quality throughout the whole product line. They have some bad weather, so a lot of the features of the jackets are breathability, weatherproof, thermal linings, and then the racing aspect of it brings in pro-life, CE-approved armor throughout the line.
And you got gloves and the whole line, back protector.
Back protectors, gloves, boots, textile jackets, textile pants. They even do saddlebags and tank bags.
Right.
Well, saddlebags for cruisers too.
Right.
Thank you, Phil. And as Phil brings the bike back in the pits, it is now my time to challenge this road course, Portland International. And I should point out, if it wasn't for Jim Rashid and Ed Hilton at 4 and 6 Racing, we would not even be there. They are taking great care of my engines and these R6 Yamahas. And we also have to thank the Yamaha dealers from Chicagoland, West Michigan, that support Team Chicago by buying these R6 Yamahas for Team Chicago. Now it's my time, so let's take a look at this great road course.
As I head out to do battle on the Team Chicago 4 and 6 prepared Yamaha R6, let's check out Portland International. At the end of the long drag strip and the shutdown area, we come to the first corner, which is a slow right-hander. And it leads into a kink. And another right-hander. If you ride this right, you can do it as one continuous corner. Getting into turn 3, this left-hander. Got that patch on the middle of the corner. Turn 4, another right-hander. Turn 5 and 6, this gets you into the chute, but you gotta get through here quickly. Shift up and wide open through this sweeping right-hand chute. It leads you into the S's. Quick left, right. One downshift and another right, and it takes you onto the front straightaway at Portland International Raceway. One of the longest straightaways in the country.
And after 2 hours of racing, Vesrah Suzuki is still up front. Pennzoil, they're running second place, running at 750 Suzuki. MotorcycleUSA.com is running in third place. Cox Racing Group is running in fourth place. Team Chaos, I think, is in 5th. Army has dropped down to 7th. SB Motorsport in 1000 is 8th. 11th place, no, check that, 13th place is SB Motorsport on his 650, and they are leading that lightweight superbike class. As Team Chaos comes in to make a pit stop, this is the team that we are battling with for the championship this season. They're having a great run right here at Portland. Making a good, clean pit stop, changing riders. Both riders are very fast on this team. As we come to the halfway point in this race, Vesrah Suzuki is still leading. They're still up front.
Running in fourth place, MotorcycleUSA.com on the 750 Suzuki. And they're sponsored by Dunlop as they head down the front straightaway. Phil Caudill is on the Team Chicago 4 and 6 prepared Yamaha. And he's running a good, solid race, turning good lap times as we're working our way up in the field. As Vesrah comes in for a pit stop, let's check this out as they change both tires, take on fuel. Vesrah Suzuki still up front. Team Pennzoil second, Cox Racing Group third. MotorcycleUSA.com's fourth, Army of Darkness fifth, Neighbor of the Beast, Team Chaos, SB Motorsports, J&J, SB Motorsports, on the 650, and then Team Chicago, as we see Larry Denning, who's filling in for the injured Glenn Zarek. Larry Denning, he knows the fast way around these racetracks, as we see Phil Caudill leading the other competitors in middleweight superstock. Let's go to a comment from Chris Ulrich.
GSXR 1000 is so fast that, it's just easy. You can do 10s, 9s, whatever you feel like, Just open the throttle. It's, what can you do? It's a nice track, like GSXR 1000 is fast. It stops.
Thank you, Chris. As we see Melissa Burkhoff, they are battling. Scott Fisher dropped the bike. They are making up lost laps. Melissa Burkhoff, I'm referring to her team as the Sharks. As we see Army of Darkness, their teammates from the Washington, D.C. area. Army of Darkness is making up good time. Down the front straightaway, the bikes continue to battle. As we see Phil Caudill, he is charging. He is bringing Team Chicago back into the top 10. We had a little mishap earlier in the race. Team Chaos, we're battling with them also. As we get into the 5th hour, we see Team Pennzoil still running in 2nd place. And I'm going to be out there for the 5th hour with the Team Chicago helmet cam. As I head down the back chute on the Team Chicago R-6, coming by now is Army of Darkness. Army of Darkness has moved into 4th place, and he has 600 Suzuki. Army of Darkness, who's leading the middleweight superbike on the TIA3X.com, Badley Cycle, Hennen Cycle Sport, M4, Michelin, Vanson, RoadRacingWorld.com, WERA, Sprocket Specialist. So we head down this front straightaway. We get by Speedworks, Cyberlog Tech, 650 as we head into this first corner. I tell you, hang on the gas, 150 miles an hour, 3 downshifts on the brake. Get through this sweeping right hand. If you swing it wide, you can make it one continuous corner. So after 5 hours of racing, it's Vesrah, Pennzoil, Cox Racing Group, Army of Darkness, Team Chaos, Motorcycle USA, J&J Motorsports, SB Motorsports, SB Motorsports on the 650, and then Team Chicago. We are in 10th place after 5 hours at Portland. Oh no, disaster strikes Vesrah Suzuki with less than a half hour to go. The Suzuki tied up. Mark had a pull over on the side of turn 3. We see young Chris Ulrich back in the pits. Larry Denning taking off his leathers. It's over. Up front now, Team Pennzoil is leading. Team Pennzoil on the Pennzoil. Suzuki, this team out of Georgia, sponsored by Metzler, Country Boy Trailer, EBC, Vanson, Zero Gravity, Pitbull, Voltex, D&D, Traction Dynamics, Samami, Tabaki, Penske as they head down the front straightaway. What a turn of events out here at Portland. We go from one coast to the other. On the charge, Phil Caudill on the Team Chicago 4 and 6 prepared Yamaha dealers. R6 is making tracks, running a great race. As we get down to the end, Phil Caudill with the Wintech leathers, MotoHeaven.com helped Team Chicago, and the scores have put up with 6 hours of scoring in the tower. And with 30 seconds left to go, heading down the front straightaway, it's like Army of Darkness. Army of Darkness has moved into 3rd place. Army of Darkness team out of Washington, D.C., flashing down the front straightaway. Phil Caudill is on the move as he still leads our competitors. But up front, Team Pennzoil is going to pick up the win after 6 hours at Portland International at this GMD CompuTrack. WERA National Endurance on the West Coast as the teams line up waiting for the flag. And the checkered flag comes out, ending 6 hours of racing at Portland International. As they wait for the bikes to come by, comes the first bike, 6 hours up, and picking up the win, Team Pennzoil. Cox Racing Group is second. Army of Darkness third. Team Chaos is fourth. Motorcycle USA fifth. J&J Motorsports is sixth. SB Motorsports on the 1000 is seventh. Team Chicago, we moved up to eighth. Vesrah only dropped out to ninth. SB Motorsports on the 650 is 10th. And Neighbor of the Beast, they ended up 11th. As everybody cheers on their teams after 6 hours of racing in Portland, Oregon. Army of Darkness is leading in middleweight superbike as we see Phil Caudill on the Team Chicago R-6. Leaning Lizard is second in middleweight superbike, and in the class with the most competition, middleweight superstock, Team Chaos is up front. Neighbor of the Beast is in second. Team Chicago, we've moved to third. Clinton Cycles fourth, and Honda is fifth as we see Sam Fleming light up the rear tire on the Army of Darkness 600 Suzuki. And that's it for this 6-hour national endurance. And the Sunday feature event, Buell Pro Thunder AMA in conjunction with WERA and the Oregon Motorcycle Road Race Association bringing this pro event to Portland International. Up front on that Buell, looks like Dave Estop. Battle for second between Jeff Nash, Tom Montano, John Dugan. Fifth place looks like Charles Hewitt, Mike Harding running sixth. They come around the last corner, head down this long drag strip at Portland International. Seventh place on that 650 Suzuki. It's like Alan Schwen. A huge crowd of spectators and fans showed up at Portland International Raceway for this AMA Buell Pro Thunder race. Last lap. Jeff Nash has launched the charge, but I don't think he's going to have enough time to catch Dave Estop as he goes on an Tilly Harley Davidson to pick up the win. Jeff Nash second, Tom Montano third, John Dugan fourth. Next up, Open SuperSport Expert heading in that first corner off the long straightaway, moving into the lead. It's like Mark Young. Mark Young on that Vesrah Suzuki 1000 Nielsen Enterprise. It comes through turn 3. Right behind him, Scott Harwell on the Arclight Suzuki 1000. Third place, it's like John Dugan, Mike Sullivan. Two Suzuki riders. Making a move to fifth in the red leathers, that's Larry Denning on that 4 and 6 Yamaha as they head down this back chute, high speed. And going on to pick up the win, Mark Young, the class of the field on that Vesrah Brake Suzuki Nielsen Enterprise 1000. Second place, Scott Harwell on that Arclight Suzuki 1000. Third place, Larry Denning on the 4 and 6 Yamaha. Mike Sullivan on the Yamaha. John Dugan, Dan Wilson. In Open SuperSport as part of the WERA National Challenge with Oregon Motorcycle Road Racing Association at Portland International. And now the most competitive race of the day, 600 Superstock, is WERA National Challenge Series. Up front, that's Chris Opie Caylor, and he had Team Pennzoil, 600. Second place, looks like Dave Cook. Third place, Larry Denning. Fourth place, Mark Young. Fifth place, Matt Zerban. Ron Carpenter, Dan Bennett, Josh Bryan come flashing by. Mixing it up, the national stars with the local heroes. Chris Opie Caylor on that Pennzoil. Still up front, Larry Denning on the 4 and 6 Dugan Racing. Yamaha running second, 1 lap to go. Mark Young trying to slip in there, back to third. Dave Cook is trying to stay in third place. Music for the show by Engine, Mike Preetz, Intrigue, and Travesty. And all this music recorded at Fireside Studios, Westchester, Illinois. You see the local heroes go flashing by. Special thanks to WERA, Bill Rice, and Drew Robinson for the additional video footage. I could not have done the show without their help. Final corner, going on to pick up the win. Chris Opie Caylor, second place. Larry Dunning, battle for third. Mark Young, Dave Cook, Tom Wortman. And with Mount Hood in the background, that's it from Portland. For more information on WERA, America's road race leader, go to WERA.com. WERA.com. For more information on Moto Heaven, give them a call at 877-416-0969 or go to motoheaven.com. And tell Phil you saw this race on YouTube. And don't forget TeamChicago.tv, walkwithdan.com as we look at Mount Rushmore on my way back to Chicago.